Looking to buy a modern industrial chic in Waterfall Country Estate? Welcome. This is Xavier with Luxury Homes Johannesburg. Today we are back in my favorite lifestyle estate together with listing agent Marussia from LuxLive Property Group. Now, before we get started on the tour of this gorgeous home, specs on the house. This is a 4-bedroom, 3.5 bathroom, 3 garage home. Guys, you're gonna enjoy this one. Marussia.
Thank you very much. What is really great about this home is that we are on a corner stand. So we have the benefit of an extra large stand, but we also have this extra space around us and only literally one neighbor. So very private home, plenty of space in front for all your guests. And this home will need to be entertained in because it is so beautiful and it has such striking interior. You do need to invite your friends often to enjoy it. So as you see right in front is the 3 garages, and like I said, the space for parking, but also what they've done is they've designated some space for doing basketball playing if you like. So a lot of opportunities in the front for the children to enjoy. And now we've stepped into the entrance, the passage leading towards the entrance. Composite decking, so very low maintenance, and then those wooden slats above us just to create some drama and to tease us into what is to come, because there is a lot of drama coming throughout this entire home. As we walk in, stepping on wooden floors, this is solid wood, and you see this feature wall, which is the exposed brick, and you will see that further down into the house as well. So all earthy elements are intertwined here, also with air. For instance, the chandeliers, we've already seen the one in the first entrance hall, and then the entrance hall just carries on straight into the second chandelier. You can see how it just moves with the wind. Beautiful feature, and with the height it also brings the eye up all the time because they do play a lot with the volumes here. We have also that super high beam. Of course it is a support beam, but at the same time it is an interior designer decision to bring everything nice and high as well. And as I'm walking into the first of many living spaces, you'll see they're also being quite playful with the cabinetry. For example, this entire wall here has been custom made with height again. And we'll see it upstairs as well from the TV room. So wait until you see the TV room and what upstairs has to offer. But I challenge you to fill up all the cupboards in this house. There are many.
I knew you'd say it.
And carrying on with playing on height, I mean, take a look at that fireplace. The full double volume height is also the fireplace, and they've done a touch of the steel beam with the exposed brick, with obviously the fire, so fire, air, earth, everything is here. And then we're stepping into the kitchen space. Absolutely stunning space. Big countertop, waterfall countertop, white, and then mostly white cabinetry with a touch of also dark gray. And they've also had fun with the colors. So we have the red chandeliers here, and again, they add a bit of drama. They are interesting and fun. They're also plastic, so it's easy to clean in the kitchen. So it's a really interesting elements that are brought in here. And they also talk to that backsplash. And you don't see those often, but I absolutely love that kind of backsplash. This is actually glass with the print stuck behind it. So very easy to clean once again, but very dramatic looking, striking color. And you can change the print. How awesome is that? From the kitchen, walking further down, and again, lots of cabinetry. And what I like here is they've kept all the exposed kitchen cabinetry low under the counter. You see all the cabinets around in the scullery section, as well as that double volume cabinetry at the, across from us. But right here in the kitchen, everything is nice and low, because I imagine if you're entertaining, everything is tucked away, and it's the showy kitchen, so to speak. And now I've stepped into the dining room, immediately from the kitchen into the dining room, into that lounge area, and the view from the dining room, absolutely magnificent. Out into your garden, your swimming pool, and you can see all the way down to Mall of Africa even. Being on an elevated stand, it does allow for breathtaking views. We have the open patio area, and all of that flows also into the bar area, which we're going to see shortly. Just something to point out, we have double glazed windows throughout this house, and there are quite a few other additional value-add features that I'm going to point out as we go. But while you're standing there, I think if you just take in the architecture of this home, with the amount of exposed steel beams that we see across, it just tells you that this is an architectural masterpiece. And I know this word gets overused often, but here I think it absolutely calls for it. And it also really capitalizes on the elevated stand. So not only it gives you all the views of the whole of Waterfall, but it also is to be seen because the architecture is so striking. You can see this house from pretty much, from the street and admire the look and the style of this home. Do you agree?
I love it. Once again, we've spoken about this before. The pictures don't do it justice. It's the beams throughout. You see the open spaces, the high volumes, the exposed bricks, everything, the combination of it all. I love it.
So you're entertaining with your friends, your bra is right here next to you, you're in the open patio, and right behind you is the built-in bar area. So all your drinks are very close by. And you also even have a second bra area should you wish to add an additional bra. There's even an extractor fan and a lot of counter space here as well. So mixing your gin and tonics or your cocktails, very convenient, and built-in fridges, quite plentiful. So all the cool drinks and drinks can fit in here very nicely with more cupboards behind. And of course, space here for a TV. So you can watch your Soccer World Cup whilst you are enjoying the pool area as well. And just want to point out here this frame. I think it's a very important feature of this house. It was featured in the Homeowners magazine, and we all know that it is a publication that only features the absolute best. So really an amazing home, and they have acknowledged it by featuring it. Stepping back into the dining room area, again, I mean, look at the double volume, look at the exposed ceiling with the beams, how difficult to really conceptualize it and to execute it structurally, but how pleasing to the eye.
I love it. Can you imagine what the main bedroom is going to look like?
Well, we're going to wait and see. Or rather, we're going to walk through the house and see. So let's walk back. And this is a covered patio area. Basically the whole length of the house is a patio area. And just to point out, there is quite a big garden space as well. The pool is elevated, but we have a big garden running the entire length of this section of the house. And it's a beautiful green lawn. And let's step in another one of the living rooms. This one flows from the dining room and the other living room that we saw, but it's created in a more cozier because, of course, if you want to watch TV loudly, you want the ceiling to be dropped so it doesn't echo throughout this big space that we've seen next door. And if not everyone is into soccer, then you can play music next door. We're going to see this feature wall throughout the house as well, but this is this exposed concrete wall. It gives a lot of texture. This is the industrial element coming through as well, but it's also nice and soft, so it doesn't feel cold. It has nice, interesting color to it, so really nice design they've come up with. I shouldn't say nice, I should say striking rather, because that's what it is. Another feature to point out here is that we have underfloor heating, and it is a water-based underfloor heating, which is extremely efficient. The house also has solar, it also has central vacuum, it has central aircon, it has automated blinds throughout. So all these beautiful double glazed windows, there's blinds as well. So a lot more to see. And today I'm going to show you the garage because I think it's absolutely worth seeing. Not many garages are. But first, let's see the study and the fourth bedroom. So literally next to the entrance is the study area, and if you just walk around, again we see this industrial look wall, feature wall. It gives privacy to the study. The study also has access from outside. Very big room with the wooden floors here. Again, a lot of cupboard space. And I like this glass panel that they've put right next to the entrance really. So if you want to check if the person who should be studying or working is doing so, you can just take a quick peek here without making too much noise. And further down this passage, more cupboards. They've used every opportunity for cupboards. And now we're entering the guest suite. Immediately to the left is the bedroom. Very generous bedroom. This entire home, all the rooms feel very generous. That's firstly because of the extra height, but also the rooms are very well designed. There's no wasted space here. Sliding door leads out onto the deck as well. And then we've got an ensuite bathroom right here. Full bathroom with a freestanding bath in a very nice oval shape. And then the shower and beautiful dark tiling on the floor with a marble effect. And then we have the feature wall also. It's tiled floor to ceiling really. Again, very high ceilings as well. Excited to see the garage?
Sure they are. Doesn't happen very often that we actually share it. It doesn't, normally we get to hear about it in the comments. To say, guys, what about the garages? Guess what? Here we are.
If I'm featuring my house, I'll never show you the garage because
Likewise.
You can't even open the doors. Another passage. So they've created also these passages just to give a bit of privacy, but also to give an opportunity for more cupboard space. So this is the passage into the garage, or of course, if you've just arrived into your house, to step into the house. So with this cabinetry, imagine you putting all your stuff that you don't want seen. I've now stepped into the garage. As I mentioned, 3 garages. The car unfortunately doesn't come with the house, but it is nice to see whilst buying the house. And they've done even more cupboards, a lot more cupboards. And you can see these people are definitely masters of packing and of creating storage. You even have the suspended storage because the garage is such a high ceiling again. You know, they've created even storage coming from above, and you can put a very high vehicle here as well. So walking around the various beautiful vehicles, just to point out, there is a toilet here as well, a very nice toilet, and then another door leading into the house. So when you park in, you can choose whether to come out the one corridor, or you can come out here into your scullery section. So if you have your groceries, straight into the scullery, dump your groceries here, and walk into the bar area. So you just keep the lemon and the gin and tonic with you.
Very nice. Very practical as well. So you can pretty much, from your supplies, straight into the back and into the bar. Wow.
And back into the main living space. This house is full of surprises. So I'm now going to go down into the basement, and I challenge you to guess what the surprise is there. Let's head down. So 3 levels. Pointing out again these solid glass panels, because it serves as a balustrade, but it is also a panel allowing extra light as you're going down this passage. And the passage is exposed concrete on the walls as well as on the floor. So they have brought in this industrial element here, but as we walk in with the wood and with the exposed brick ceiling that we've got here, you immediately feel, oh, that's nice, I can relax here, maybe play some cards, maybe choose a nice bottle of wine after the gin session upstairs. And then you sit and you think, but I mentioned there is a secret. What could that be?
Tell us, tell us.
Remember, this is the house that keeps on giving. So there we go. This is our secret. Look at that. A huge secret room, or you can keep it not a secret, but if you're parents, maybe you want to keep it secret from the kids so they don't know where you are. If you need some quiet time and you have little toddlers, this is a joke. But this room, ideal for having a pool table here, a cigar lounge. This is with built-in aircon, a poker room.
Poker room. I'll vote for that one.
You vote for poker room?
Yeah.
Okay.
Very nice.
I give you that.
Even a man cave. Nicely hidden, private, beautiful. Very conveniently located next to your wine cellar. Nicely away from the house, play some music, chat with the friends, hang out. Love it. That'd be my spot.
And because you said a man cave, I can say then if you're a woman, you can just lock the man in there and then you get your run of the house.
Okay, you got me there.
Okay.
Look at this, guys. What do you think? Normally these wine cellars are dingy, hidden in the dark, but this is very, very nice. Lighting up very nicely. Now looking up here, look at that staircase.
It's a stunning staircase, and also you mentioned they can be dingy. This is built really well. People often question those basements. Is there damp in there? There is no damp in here. You can feel, because of the built-in aircon, the air is fresh. You can totally sit in the secret room and not worry about it being dingy. And now let's head for the next staircase. We've just been up the concrete staircase. This is a floating wood and steel staircase with those massive glass panels that I mentioned, serving as balustrades. And again, that exposed concrete wall.
The views from here are beautiful. Look.
I think we should start with the bedrooms, because here we also have some extra rooms to show. Should we go with the main bedroom first?
Kick it off.
Hit you with the main bedroom. Okay, what I like is that the main bedroom is across from the other bedrooms, so very private. They've done the same wall. They really like the feel of it, and it is really nice. It's really soft to the touch, and you step into this very dramatic passageway out into the bedroom and look at the view. This is the view you wake up to. This is the view you go to sleep to.
Truly stunning. And again, like you said, the views you have from here can't be taken away. You're on a sloped location. Only adds to the flair.
Absolutely it does, and they've added balconies everywhere. So this house has capitalized on the views as well as on the fresh airflow that you get with all the open windows, especially now in summer. What's also nice is you can step into the bathroom from both sides, from the entrance and directly from the bedroom. So let's do this. Doors are all open. We have windows open here. So the bathroom is fresh, breezy, and very bright. We have glass ceiling, so it's an entire skylight ceiling basically. And what's very clever here is you have those sliding windows, you can open everything, and you have these privacy panels, and the panels move. So if you don't want privacy, you can open all the panels. So if you want just a nice breeze at night, nice beautiful big shower, it's like a rain shower plus a handheld shower, and it's right in front of those panels. So you get the view and you get the breeze. A really stunning design. And then the freestanding bath, of course, right next to it. So from the bath, again, you get the view. If you push the panels open, stunning. From there, I'm stepping into the walk-in dressing room, and they've added quite a lot of extra light here. You also have the aircon going here. You have a lot of cupboard space as well. And then you have the double basin plus a dressing table set up right here with some lights. You can put your makeup and so on. And of course, they've got the coffee machine here right now. Sliding door. So this room could be well concealed, and it's the toilet with more cupboards. I want to point out every opportunity.
In the toilet.
Why not? In COVID times, you could have used it for toilet paper.
Touché.
And from there, straight out onto yet another balcony and enjoy the view.
From your toilet.
Why not?
If you can.
I fully support that idea.
Very nice. In all fairness, I mean, look at this, guys. I love that the touch of these concrete walls carries through. Main bedroom, I love these, the bulkheads, and of course, look at these views. Beautiful. Truly, truly is.
And I mean, you can see they have a ceiling that's a recessed ceiling. You can see at night, all these lights will make a starry night sky light setup. And I would suggest that you maybe display some artwork on the concrete walls. I think it lends itself for that. And now going down the passage, some more exposed brick, some more cupboards.
Cupboards. We haven't seen that. There you go. But it's just amazing how much cupboard space you can actually, how much dead space you can be using as cupboard space, like they've properly done here in the garage. Doesn't matter where you are, plenty of room to put your bits and your bobs away.
And I think we'll all be amazed how we can take the challenge and do fill the cupboard space. You know, imagine your empty Lego boxes and everything else that you need to pack somewhere. Okay, so now we've stepped into the second bedroom upstairs. So remember, we've seen one downstairs, we've seen the main bedroom already. Now we've seen the second bedroom. Across from it is the third bedroom. So 3 very generous bedrooms upstairs with balconies, with views, and space for these massive king-size beds. And they've also put those panels here as well, the privacy panels. So this bedroom can enjoy the view and can move the panel around to give it some extra privacy.
And all these bedrooms are connected with the balcony, am I right?
They all are, yes. And then the 2 bedrooms share this bathroom right here. So this bathroom is almost identical to the one downstairs, except it has a shower, not a bath. But it also has the high ceilings, and it's a really pretty shower, and it gives it extra height because of the skylight there as well. But even your corridors here, they are very high. You can feel this is well into the 3 meters, so nothing feels constricted here. Everything feels very light and airy. As well as this passage, which is a glass passage. So really interesting, and another addition to that light design. And from there, you can just enjoy the look of this house. And now you get to see what this huge, extra giant tall cupboard that we saw downstairs does here. It basically serves as a cupboard reachable from this side. So if you were wondering when you were downstairs, what do you do with the cupboard, how do you reach it? You don't have to, because the doors are actually right here. So it serves your pajama lounge.
Very nice. And I noticed the same cupboards is the back end of these cupboards also is along the passage towards the garage.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, very nice.
Same quality.
Very well thought out.
We've now stepped into the pajama lounge upstairs. They've designed this concrete countertop here, so possibly for putting a few computers on, playing computer games and so on. You get to enjoy the look of this extra volume. And I just want to point out, I don't feel echoey. You know, a lot of times with these houses, you feel like your voice carries, but here, maybe because of all the cupboards, maybe because of the architectural design and the addition of carpets here and there, you don't feel echoey. So it's really well thought out and executed. And what they've created here is like a balustrade and a passage leading to the last surprise room, is what I call the yoga balcony that we're heading for.
A yoga balcony.
So as we're walking across, you get to see the whole house down, you get to see even into the main bedroom, and then you get to step out here. They had to use the space for something, and they've created this massive balcony that actually wraps all the way around to the Pajama Lounge, and has the view of the whole of Waterfall and Mall of Africa. So what a perfect spot to do your morning yoga, I reckon.
Agree. Contemplation area.
Contemplation area, yoga area.
Very, very nice. And I noticed from here as well, you can actually see the skylights into the kitchen downstairs.
Absolutely, nice. And that gives you a lot of extra light in the kitchen. And another very interesting effect. So this house is actually full with surprises and conversation pieces.
No, in all seriousness, guys, what do you think? This has been quite an interesting home. Nothing like the usual homes we do, yet it offers so many different features, so many, as you point out, talking points. Any particular features that stood out best for you? Please share with us in the comments below. Marussia, so far, what do you think? What's been your favorite part of the house?
My favorite part is definitely the garden and the living spaces that all flow into the garden. I would definitely keep all of that open throughout summertime and really enjoy the space and show off.
Having said that, I think perhaps we ought to go downstairs again and have another look at the major open space area. I enjoyed the fireplace. I think that fireplace for me was what did it. Because look at this, guys. High volumes.
Yeah, wintertime, this fireplace
right
will look really impressive.
This would be my spot right here. Actually, let me sit down. Here you go. This is it. Okay, a glass of red, please.
I'll go for the gin and tonic.
All good, all good. Look at this. Even if you welcome your guests and you have a nice, just at the end of the day, this is, as you know, a lifestyle you're buying. This is truly stunning, whether it's here or it's outside in the bar or in the patio, which by the way is covered very nicely, conveniently, hidden from the sun. And then of course, this is the area with little ones.
With a special step, so
Grandma.
you can just sit. No, this is called a cocktail step.
Oh, excuse me.
Or
Sorry.
a tanning step.
Okay, I'll feel like a grandpa after my cocktails then. But here, once again, like Marussia started off the tour and saying the striking architectural design and the steel beams throughout. And yeah, there's no wonder that this was featured in Homeowners magazine. It is truly beautiful. They could have gone with a simple design, yet decided to go overboard and actually try to do something different. And I think they very seriously considered and succeeded. There you go. As always, any questions, make sure to reach out. Marussia's details are below. I hope you enjoyed this tour. It was somewhat of a different one, but I think, I hope that you enjoyed as much as we did giving it. Have an awesome, awesome afternoon.